let's take kind of a macro look now and pick your brain a little bit on, your thoughts on, the future of cryptocurrency, future blockchain. What do you foresee looking in the crystal ball that's going to happen in this space over the next mid to long term here?
That's a tough one. I wish I did know. I think we're going to see financial institutions, including federally regulated financial institutions, get involved in cryptocurrency, in particular stable coins, either issuing their own or trading, other privately issued products. I think the delivery mechanism of certain information that companies are required legally to send to investors, that's going to change. I think a lot. It's going to go more digital, and there's just going to be, I think, new ways to leverage cryptocurrency to deliver information in a ways that you don't even necessarily realize that it's crypto in the background.
Right.
Payments is something that is becoming the killer app for stablecoins. Like the killer use case is turning into payments. It's like I have a few clients that are payment service providers that are using stablecoins in the back end to flip easily between foreign currencies. Like if I wanted to send, someone in Dubai money, it's actually not as easy as you would think, and there's still quite a delay.
Right.
If you're sending via banks, but if you send via a payment service provider that's using USDC, for example, to convert the foreign currencies, it can happen in like a matter of seconds, right, versus a week. So I think you're going to see more applications behind the scenes where companies are using crypto and the consumers don't necessarily know.
Right.
And I think that's true for financial service companies and other companies as well. I think there's going to be more use of blockchain in industries like construction, where the authenticity and of certain construction materials is very important, and validating that something is being built with a certain material or a certain quality is very important.
Right.
And blockchain kind of helps standardize and the information in a way that like everyone can see it, everyone can verify without reams and reams of paper that this part was sourced properly, this panel was made with the correct material. Like I'm thinking for energy companies, nuclear power facilities. I think there's still a big use case for blockchain in other industries besides crypto. So we're just, it's tough though, right? I think we're going to see more consolidation in the industry. It's tough to predict what's going to happen, but I think like using crypto for non-financial type products and changes in infrastructure are gonna likely happen in the future.
Do you think there will? I mean, I believe in the way down the future here that there will probably be some mass adoption of cryptocurrency for everyday purchases, right. And I think that's when you'll see the big adoption, right? Is when the big, I would say, retailers start saying 100% will accept your cryptocurrency. I know Tesla, they started allowing people to buy Teslas with Bitcoin and at one point Dogecoin. But as we see more of that, like, do you think is there, I guess I don't know what the hesitation is for a lot of the retail. And I get big companies take time to move and they're unsure. They don't want to, same thing with regulation, right? They're not sure what's going to be on-site, off-site, but like, do you ever see like a Walmart or even Amazon? They're a tech company, right?
Yeah, I guess like that when I originally got started in crypto and when I was originally interested in it and was reading about it, it was supposed to be, Bitcoin was Bitcoin, right? And it still is to a large part. Bitcoin is, the gold standard, I think. But Bitcoin was supposed to be used as a payment instrument. It was supposed to be used to buy goods and services in bricks and mortar and virtual stores. That never really panned out, and I'm not sure why. Like that's part of the reason why I'm not retired now and don't have millions is because I sold my Bitcoin in 2014 that I bought in 2013 in the first big crash. Kind of when MTGOX went down, but I thought that it would be more widely adopted as a payment instrument. Overstock.com early on, accepted it. There were some retailers like in 2013 that were accepting it. I mean, I bought some electronics with Bitcoin.
Right.
Today you can still, like, I bought something on the Farfetch website that it's like a luxury clothing retailer, and they accept crypto. But I don't know. I mean, I would think that I guess the volatility is the big concern, and how do you seamlessly manage that volatility risk? There are some applications that solve for that,
right.
And I mean, we accepted at my former firm crypto as payment for legal services. We might do it at Osler. We didn't get a huge buy-in for that,
right?
But it wasn't very hard to accept it, and the volatility risk wasn't really an issue because we just sold it right when we got it. But I don't know. I don't know if there ever will be mass adoption. I think what might happen, and I'm not really personally in favor of this, but if Canada launches its own central-backed digital currency,
right,
and people start really using it widely, that could spur an adoption. But like, there's already a lot of people using stable coins and Bitcoin
right.
as payment in other countries.
Yeah.
So to an extent, that's already happening. It's just North America. I don't know. I think, like, why would you go through the hassle of downloading a wallet, learning about public and private keys, and worrying that you're going to lose forever value?
Yeah.
Why would you go through that when you can tap your phone now or your watch right onto a QR code? Like, it's like there's already really, really easy ways to pay. It's that doesn't really need to be. Now, for the consumer, I think, like, there's no real reason why they would go to crypto versus just paying with Interact or their credit card, right? Just tapping the QR code with Apple Pay or Google Pay or Alipay.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, like, behind the scenes with the retailers, the banks are still talking to each other. Like, my bank is still talking to the retailer's bank when a transaction's processed, and that conversation is not happening until sometime after the purchase. So I think as it relates to the back end, definitely there's a use case, like I mentioned, with USDC, and I think more companies are realizing that there is a huge use case for. I think that is going to be the killer app use for crypto, for stable coins is payments, and we're starting to see more and more of that, but not at the consumer level.
Yeah.